Welcome back to State of Decay 2 and the lion's share. As always, we're starting in the middle of a crash. Well, crap. So I advertised this session as being the one where I was going to get a Haven device because I had that mission all queued up. I'm not sure if I'm going to now because we crashed and now all the missions are going to be reset. That'll be interesting. Okay, cool. Well, you know what? We're going to roll with it. You know, this game crashes sometimes, and I got to deal with that just like everybody else. Not going to hide this. We are honest here at the Durangatang channel. We don't try to hide the fact that sometimes there are catastrophic bugs in this game. We just lean into it and enjoy it. We laugh our heads off and keep moving. So we'll see what happens. I think that siege is at least going to come back. Sieges, I think, we remember that we're in a siege. I don't know if the Haven device mission is going to come back, though. Here we go. Prepare your home for a zombie attack. But, yeah, we do not have the Haven device mission. Okay, well, we got other stuff going on. I'm sure we can find a way to occupy ourselves. Looking around. So last time, there's a lovely feral that charged in right at the beginning. Oh, what did I just hear? There we are. Boom. Feral, you're so predictable. Because this is a mission, we're not like randomly spawning zombies here using the normal zombie spawning system. This is a mission that is explicitly spawning specific waves of zombies that were designed. So I'm not at all surprised to see the same sequence of zombies showing up. Yeah. Oh, crap. Hello, zombie. Come on, take him down. Oh, crap. Forgot that I was out of batteries. Those are not called batteries. They're called rounds or shells or something not batteries. Guns don't run out of batteries. I guess red dot sights probably run out of batteries, right? That's a thing, right? But all right, we got through the hard part, right? We're good now. Oh, wait. Make that go away. Oh, another one? Hey, stop hitting my car! There's no brains in that car. Come in here where the brains are. Hey, everybody. You want to come shoot this juggernaut with me? Hey, you leave Steph alone. Yes. Oh, he's already dead. Cool. Oh, I'm all out of shells, I guess. Oh. Ah! Stupid zombies interrupting my super long swings. These guys are serious. All right, how are we doing? Remaining zombies. Where are the remaining zombies? Oh, hello. Hey, everybody. Did you notice that one of our friends is not our friend? That's a zombie? What's going on? All right. Let's re-equip this guy a little bit. And then drop off stuff we don't need. Don't need this. Don't need this most of the time. Yeah. Oh, and actually, so I don't forget, because last time I forgot, let's just start this guy with some meds. Right, but let's give him a break. He got into a lot of trouble last session. Let's switch to Hash? Sure, let's be Hash. I like his name. Why is his name Hash? Let's see. Oh, his name is Hashkin Nabablevens. So that's why it's a nickname based on his actual name. And it occurs to me, somebody was suggesting that I should call in the wizard van to match all my other vans. But I think I actually have already done that in this community, and so I don't have access to it. All right. Oh, Yoda apparently clipped the moment where I ran into that crash. Great. So grateful to you, Yoda, for doing that. All right. Anyway, what are we gonna do? So the whole plan for this episode was this is when I was gonna finally get the Haven device. Eventually, that mission is probably gonna spawn, but I gotta fill my time while I'm waiting for that to happen. So what are we gonna do? We got some old barns and things like most of the really lucrative places to search. I've already searched. I guess, you know what? Actually, there's some spots along the edge of Spencer's Mill that might be worth scavenging in. So let's make sure. Yeah, we're well enough equipped for that. Let's go out there. What direction am I running? Where am I? Okay, yes. Here we go. So Cogs wants to know, am I going to be legacying with this community? Oh, I should repair this van. Will I be legacying with this community, or will I be moving maps, or will I just be sitting here forever and collecting vans? So I do think, so once I have picked up the Haven device, I think I am probably at some point going to move this community to a different map for various reasons that are my own. Okay, I've already got 2 in there, so let's repair the Bandito here. I mean, refuel the Bandito here. So yeah, so this collection of vans is fun, but I've already, captured some screenshots of it. I've made it a video thumbnail. It's immortalized. I don't need to keep it forever. So, and I can always come back and get it again anytime I want to. So I'm probably not going to try to stay on this map just to keep the vans. I'll probably move on at some point. So yeah, okay, so I was going to head up to Spencer's Mill, start searching some of these, like, crappier buildings. So yeah, Yoda BZH is suggesting is my intent to make this a forever community? Yes, that is kind of the way I'm thinking. I mean, this community has been in so many of our official State of Decay 2 streams and stuff. I like the idea of just sort of holding on to them for a long time and having them sort of be my avatars as I'm exploring the game as a sort of public representative of the team. So we're gonna stop here and explore, and really I'm just sort of killing time until somebody offers me a Haven device. Search, search, search. More gas. That's what I always need. More. Oh, ah! Who are you?
Have a good one.
Croy, what are you doing here? Oh, you know what? Didn't I get a mysterious broadcast mission or something? Yeah, I've got a mysterious broadcast over there. That maybe has something to do with this person. Interesting. Well, not in the mood for a mysterious broadcast mission. Would much rather have the Haven device. Dark Smokey says we need to have that anime football car at some point. Yeah, that is something that I'm in favor of too. I'm not sure exactly how we're going to use that, but I do have a whole note written up hey, here's a whole list of all of the content that we've created and not used. Let's figure out where we can stick that. And so I'm not sure what the plan is going to be, but it's more than just that anime car. There's a bunch of stuff that's sort of just sitting there under the surface, waiting for us to find the right occasion to reveal it. So, and it's just always really funny to me when people are like, oh yeah, that was the last update, State of Decay is dead. We've got so much stuff going on. Alright, so there's my legacy arc starting, but I don't really care about that at all. So I was thinking that I wanted to search that auto shop, but maybe it wouldn't be bad to sort of hit up some houses along the way. So let's go in here, root around, see what we can find. Eventually we'll get a nice wandering trader, somebody to sell stuff to. We should pick up some luxuries, get ourselves some influence. Oh no! The floatiness. This is just going to be a bug stream. I'm going to have all the bugs. It's going to be great. Oh no, no room for chemicals. Let's go drop some crap off. It just occurred to me, I'm not sure where my nearest outpost is. I should look. So stuff that either doesn't stack or is unlikely to need to stack. I'll pile up there. And yeah, I don't even know if I can finish scavenging this house. This is a bonanza house. Oh no. So I'm not getting the most high value stuff, but I'm getting a lot of basic stuff that's good to have. Oh no. Goodbye. I'm just going to pretend these zombies are not here. Nothing happening. Oh, hello. Oh, where did you come from? Oh, through that window. Right. Snack. Oh, I love this ice axe. That's what I've got, right? It's the ice axe? Yep, ice axe. It's great. All right, I'm already full up. Where is... Okay, good. Yes, I thought that I had claimed that gun shop, so awesome. So Yoda BZH says, I hope to see State of Decay 2 supported on the Steam Deck. Steam's like portable console. Yeah, that's it. You know, I honestly have not, you know, after the initial announcement where I was like, oh, that's neat. Yeah, I play, you know, one of my favorite things to do is to play games that I originally got on Steam on the Switch when they come to Switch. And so the idea of having sort of a Switch-like, you know, native, you know, Steam platform sounded really cool. But then I stopped thinking about it after the announcement. And so I'm not actually sure what is required to have a game work on that system. What hoops you might have to jump through. So I can't make any promises. But yeah, I would love to play all kinds of games on a platform like that. But yeah, I'm not, if there were hoops we had to jump through, I am not the person who would be jumping through the hoops. I wouldn't be the expert in that kind of thing. So I'm the wrong person to... Dang it. I hate that feature so much. Okay, so... One of the things that's tough is, like, you know, there are so many things in this game, just little annoyances that bother the crap out of me, but I always have to step back and, like, try to have the bigger perspective when I'm sort of contributing to the process of setting, you know, priorities and goals and things like that. You know, I end up agreeing with the priorities that lead us to ignore minor annoyances and focus on sort of bigger ticket items. But at the same time, but as a player, I can totally see why, you know, we need to keep up with the little annoyances too, because while the big sweeping changes are fun, those little annoyances, they can add up over time. So I don't know why I've just decided I need to hit all these zombies with my car. I'm perfectly capable of murdering these in person. But I don't know. It's just how I felt like working today. Hello. Let's just murder you like that. Cool. So yeah, it is the as of this playing, it is the 27th of January. I imagine by the time this releases on YouTube, it'll probably be February, which means we're gonna have a new bounty pack. I forgot which one it is, but I'm sure it's a great one. I'm looking forward to that. That always gives me a lot of stuff nice stuff to focus on when I'm sort of just running around and killing time in the game. You can always work on a bounty when you've got a bounty. But unfortunately, I've been staying so on top of the bounties. I spent most of the month with none to work on. That kind of objective tends to be like my favorite kind of objective in a game. Like I really am enjoying in Rainbow Six Extraction running around trying to complete the study objectives and like 100%ing those in each area. Like I'm just very methodically going through and doing that. So I saw a bloater icon on my mini map and got freaked out. There we go. Haven Protocol. Okay, so there's the mission I wanted. I'm no longer... I was worried about, like, truth in advertising. Not literally, like, the law, but you know, when I spent the end of the very last video saying, oh yeah, this next video is going to be about me getting the Haven device. And then I lost the Haven device mission to a crash. I was very frustrated. I was like, oh no, it's going to be a lie. But it's not a lie. So we have cleared out that auto shop, and we are headed home for that Haven device mission. And then we are going to be done with sieges. I need to figure out which of my large slots I want to empty of their current contents. I forgot that was a cliff. I need to empty of their current contents so that I can stick a Haven device there. But that's not going to be that big a deal. So yeah, let's get home, empty out this trunk, and then get ourselves a Haven device. Ah, bloaters. All right. So I've got the dialogue turned way down, so I'm assuming you're actually having trouble hearing CLEO talking, which is, you know, usually good because, man, you cannot get people to shut up in this game. And normally it would be actually disruptive. Here, let me turn the lights off on this. Normally it would be disruptive for me to leave the dialogue very audible while I'm trying to talk. But, yeah. So Dark Smokey's asking, so after this, am I moving? I don't know if I'll move immediately out of Trumbull Valley. There's probably still a little bit more that I can eke out of this place. But I'll probably move soon. I don't know. Maybe around, like, episode 60 or something. Maybe I'll move. I'm not sure. But, okay. No, Tressie. This isn't about you. We're going to be starting the Haven device mission. So I would be honored. I would absolutely be honored to take CLEO. I should think about which spot I want to clear out. So I have been really focusing on morale lately with the lounge. Okay, so I've got 6 beds here. So I've got extra beds, but I don't have enough extra beds to lose my barracks. My barracks is really important. The armory I'm using a lot. And actually, okay, good. That's all still in operation. Oh, that's right. I need to have a trader leader if I wanted to get this fancy farm. But anyway, so I use the armory all the time. I'm using the farm to stay on top of my food needs. So the lounge is the easiest one to get rid of. And I am doing like other morale focused things, like you know, I've got these white noise machines and that sort of thing. So maybe the lounge is what I want to lose. Yeah, I think this is probably on balance the best choice. But here's the thing, like, I wish that wasn't as obvious. Like, the morale thing is the thing to sacrifice. Like, I wish that it was a little bit more of a balanced decision, that we'd balanced it differently so that worrying about the morale of your people was actually a more interesting thing to worry about, and also just a more vital thing to worry about. But it's not. So we're going to get rid of that so that we can build it there. And then I got to go talk to Isby, who I believe is by the radio. Oh, she's still talking. Sure. Let me see here. Oh, so I've fallen behind a little bit on the chat. So yeah, when I'm ready for this to start, I can talk to Isby. But let me catch up with the chat real quick before I do. So if Kepsy wants to know, did you ever consider to add running speed and attack speed on characters? Do you mean like have characters have different running speeds and different attack speeds? If so, then I think that's something you have to be very, very careful with, because your animations are very tied into the speeds that characters move. And, you know, the same animation, you know, if you change the running speed of a character, you either have to use the same animation, at which point your feet are sliding on the ground, or speed up or slow down the animation, which can make the animation look weird and inhuman, have the physics of it feel wrong. Or make dedicated animations for different speed levels, which is extremely expensive. And so having your characters all move at sort of at a consistent pace really helps sort of helps you be able to make their animations look good in an efficient way. And also things like, you know, if characters are trying to travel together, having them all move the same speed really helps to make it possible for the AI to keep up and keep everybody in the same group. Yoda suggests that the guard tower will be redundant with the Haven device, so I could move the hydroponics there and have extra beds. That is an interesting way to arrange that. Wow, Yoda, really good suggestion. I've already committed to my current path, but I will definitely think about that next time I'm in this situation. I hadn't thought of reshuffling it that way. That's really cool. So let me see. What else have I missed before we get this started? Artalvos wants to know, would you guys ever entertain the idea of vehicle customization? Like different paints, maybe different kinds of spikes and armor looks. We have toyed with it because we do have different paint jobs on the same vehicle. We have toyed with the possibility of giving you the ability to sort of cycle the paint or try different paint on the same vehicle without changing the nature of the vehicle. So that is an option we've thought about. I think it's fairly far down the list of priorities though, because there's other things would be more, that would more tangibly and practically impact the way that the game plays. And so that is sort of on the list. Like it's on our list of idea cards, but I wouldn't really, like bank on it happening anytime soon. So Habitual Bell says, please don't change the spawning of infestations. Please leave them as random. Well, we're hoping that for folks who are, like the randomness was meant to sort of represent the zombies coming in from the outside or the zombies, emerging from the plague hearts and stuff like that. But it was just the fact that it was random just made it kind of like just harder for the player to sort of feel like they're participating. It just felt like a whack-a-mole challenge. And so I like the fact that we're changing them to be motivated, to actually have rules for how they work. But the hope is that if you were enjoying the infestations the way they worked before, I'm hoping that the newer version where they're popping up using different mechanisms, like if all you wanted from that system was for them to randomly show up, I'm hoping that they'll still feel like they are randomly showing up. It's just, like they're like if you're not really paying attention to where they're coming from, I could still see them feeling fairly random in sort of the final version of this. But I don't know. I'm not sure why you liked the random version better than what you're imagining the more motivated version being like. So I don't know how to. I've got this motivation. Like I want to address your concern and tell you it's going to be all right. I don't really know. Maybe you're not going to like the new version of it. But our goal is to make it only be an improvement, not to take parts that the players already like and make them worse in order to support something larger. We're hoping this will be an improvement across the board, and whatever you enjoyed about the random version will still be true in the more motivated version. There will just be additional things that are true that make it more fun for other folks. But yeah, I hope that you end up being okay with it, because I'm pretty sure that we're not going to suddenly backtrack on our entire plan with infestation. So we are going to tweak it and adjust as we see how people play with it. I don't think we're going to just not do it. So I hope you can find something to love in the new version, even if it's not exactly what you were hoping for. And okay, I guess I should actually do this. So let's make history. So I've got a very well-populated base. So I'm hoping this will work. By the way, I'm not hearing the characters' dialogue now. Like, I'm not hearing it at all. Normally it's quiet, but I'm hearing nothing from the characters. This is odd. I wonder why different aspects of the audio just keep dropping out for me. It was the gunshots at the beginning of the previous episode, and now it's the character dialogue. And it might be all the characters' voices too. Like I'm not hearing grunts from my character either. It's like an entire track has dropped out. Let me double check and make sure that's not the where to go. Let me double check and just make sure I haven't somehow magically turned the audio down. No, voice volume is not high, but it's audible, and normally I can hear audio. Normally I can hear dialogue, so I haven't turned it off. Something has just gone wrong. Okay, at least I'm hearing the gunshots. That's good. Oh, but not all of them. I wonder, like, you can see some of these... Yeah, some of the guns are not making their firing noises. Mine is making it, but it's like they're getting culled out, like there's too many or something. Is that a zombie or that's just a dude, isn't it? Okay, whatever. Interesting. So, okay, so I'm definitely going to need to file this away as a bug video and have somebody look into this, because, yeah, it's disconcerting to suddenly have aspects of the audio just dropping out on their own. Also, this does not feel like the most exciting possible siege yet, though it is a long siege, so hopefully it's going to get dangerous as time goes on. So, Ivkepsi says, Fall Down Go Boom was mentioning that maybe we'll add the Danforth map. Is it true? We certainly have not announced any work on any new maps. New maps are very expensive, and the Homecoming update was probably one of the most ambitious things we've ever done as a team, and it was overwhelming. So, if something like another map is a possibility at any point in the future, it won't be soon. We're taking a break from that and doing other things. So I never want to, because we are hoping to keep supporting this game for a very long time, I don't want to cut off any possibility to say we're not going to do a thing. But, I'm pretty confident saying we're not going to do that soon, if we do it at all. Let me see what else I've missed. Oh, Ivkepsi said thank you for the response on the character speed thing. You're welcome. Yeah, because partly the issue is it being expensive, and partly the issue is just, it could potentially create some frustrations, like, if you're trying to follow a character but they're faster than you, or something like that. So there's multiple reasons why that would be difficult to do. Difficult to do well, I would say. Because a lot of the time, but I could see, the one time when I think it would feel good is if you are playing as a fast character, and you're running around and you're just feeling powerful because you're faster. Oh, by the way, notice the door's not making any sound. You're feeling good, but you've sort of anchored in your head how fast characters move in this game, and then you're suddenly able to move faster. That can be a really good feeling. You can really feel like you're flying, and that can be a lot of fun. I think that would be the main reason why that would be potentially a good thing. Is to sort of, we could do a better job of differentiating our characters from each other too, making it feel different to play one character or another. And, messing with things like speed would be a way to accomplish that. So I can definitely see why you could find value in it. But, when you're playing as the fast character, you'd feel it. When you're playing as somebody else, though, something like that would be at most a distraction, and at worst, just nothing at all. So, check this out. Haven device is active. We would have gotten a notification of that. I would have heard one if the audio was working. But, no. I am hearing a slight vibration in my head now, though. I'm wondering if just something has gone weird with the audio. Or that's probably just something vibrating in my house. I don't know. Alright, so I'm just wading through a bunch of dialogue I can't hear. Which is great. Thank God you were here. Oh, hey, someone talked! My character has a voice. All right. My cooperation in this experiment has been noted. So let me find a good angle. Like, we're going to get the sun in my face here. Yeah, there we go. Let's get a good angle on the Haven device. So that we can... This is going to be my thumbnail right here. Me with a Haven device. Yay! Hash has a Haven device. He's got a speech bubble and a mission complete banner. Oh, yeah, I can see why people get annoyed at those banners. The fact that you can't turn them off. Okay, so, Hash, look like a professional, buddy. There you go. We've got a Haven device, and we're so proud of ourselves. Cool. All right. Well, given the fact that I had to, leave the game and come back and everything, that actually took an entire episode to get done. So... maybe this is a good time to wrap this up. I finally did what I came to Trumbull Valley for. I'll probably screw around to Trumbull Valley a little bit longer. But yeah, maybe around episode 60 I should switch it up. I think this was episode 57. Pretty sure I'm on 57 now. I don't know. I can see why people like whenever I'm listening to a podcast and people are talking about what number episode it is, and they're constantly screwing up what number it is and getting it wrong. I can see why they do that. I have trouble remembering what episode I'm on too. So Malatour suggested that one thing that could have caused an audio problem, and this might well be the case, is the fact that we had this big giant siege that was casting more members of my community then are usually allowed to be at the base. If we have done something that sort of has screwed up the character limit at the base, the number of characters who can be spawned in, I could see multiple characters being spawned in with all of their different voices, and then all of those NPC voices from Isby and Hoffman, like, overtaxing our like resource limits, and maybe that ran us out of memory and made it so that we just couldn't hold on to all of our sound effects. I could totally see that being a thing. I'm not sure exactly how it works under the surface. I am not a programmer nor an audio engineer, but that is entirely possible. That sounds like the kind of thing that we could run into. So I'll have to mention that when I log this as a bug. So yeah, Gior says, it says episode inaudible. Like I should just mumble the name of the episode and the number of the episode and just pretend I got it right. Okay, yeah, let's pop out to camera mode. I'll double check the chat to see what I've missed here. Oh, interesting. So habitual bell. Okay, so I was addressing that question of infestation spawning randomly and whether or not that would be a problem. And Habitual Bell, they were the one who asked the question originally. And they said, but if you move them towards the base, if infestations are always encroaching on the player's base, then you can't actually use the infestation to murder hostiles. And so what they want is infestations that pop up all over the map so that when they have a hostile enclave, they can hopefully find a neighboring infestation and draw from that infestation to cause zombies to attack the hostiles. That's an interesting strategy that I don't think that people have been, the idea of using an infestation as a weapon. I don't think people have been figuring that into their calculations. Thing is, the chance, unless you're just consciously letting your map get completely full of infestations, the chances of an infestation being next to a given enclave was already kind of low. And as you saw when Joe was sort of running around in the new version, in the public test realm, on the last stream, you could see that he had infestations clustered in different parts of the map. He had some that were near his base and some that were not, because even though I think the infestations, they're planning on sort of prioritizing your base and encroaching on your base, they're not only going to spawn near your base. They're going to spawn from plague carts all over the place. Or when you've run out of plague carts, they're going to spawn at the exits of the map, which will put them very far away from you, potentially, and then they'll have to cross a lot of territory to get to you. So I think you're still going to run into situations where there's infestations that are far from your base that you can use to your advantage in that neighborhood if you want to. I don't think, you are right that they will be around your base more often because they'll be encroaching on you and attacking you, but I don't think that the chances are going to be that different. I don't know. Your mileage may vary. It could easily be that what I'm describing isn't an accurate view of how it's going to work when all the random dice are rolling at the same time. Like, we always try to guess how something's going to work, but randomness will always surprise you. So Gior is like, wait, you didn't think of weaponizing infestations? Now, weaponizing hordes is the thing that I assume people thought of, but infestations, because they're so static, it's hard to to sort of imagine using them that way. But I should say, I am not full-time on the team that's building that. It could easily be that the team that is working on that feature did think of all that stuff, and I am just surprised by it because I didn't think of it. That, like, whether we thought of it and whether I thought of it are two different things. I should make sure I'm making that distinction because, again, like, I'm not always, like, right there involved in the day-to-day of building a feature, and so people will talk about a lot of things that I'm not there for, where, there could be something that team has thoroughly gone over, thought through everything about it, is completely satisfied with their answer, but because I wasn't there, I'm like, ooh, what a neat new idea, and acting like we haven't thought of it before, but I haven't thought of it before, and that's a different thing. Oh, look! You can't see this, but it's the Santos Legacy. Do I have a new van? Yes. Okay, I'm gonna come grab. This is a great way to end the stream, is with me getting a new van. Boom. Beautiful. Okay, let's go park this sucker. I am going to be sad when I make all these vans go away. I'm parking them all so close to each other. It's actually going to be a little difficult to get into some of the middle ones. But yeah, actually, let me wrap this up in front of all the vans. I'm proud of my vans. How many vans do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 plus the Bandito. The best place to stand, I think, to sort of get a view of the vans is probably here, I guess, because I'm kind of, I've lined them up this way. I'll get hash to stand in profile too, so you can sort of see all the vans here. Maybe I'll use this as the thumbnail of my previous video, just because. I don't know, no reason. We'll see. Maybe I should illustrate the combat with the hostile enclaves, because that's what I was doing last episode, but I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll see what I do. I never know what I'm going to do before I do it. Yes, Airy Twitch says I've got more. I've got the lion's share of vans on this map. That's a really good way to put it. Oh yeah, so Gior points out that they really like using the zombait and bloater gas combo. The nice thing about zombait is it spawns zombies for you. So you don't actually have to use it next to an infestation or next to a horde in order to get it to spawn zombies. It'll spawn its own zombies. And so you'll get more zombies if you use it in a place with a high population, but you don't need zombies in order for zombait to attract zombies to a place. Kimsa Bimsa says that, like Habitual Bell, they're not sure they like the new infestation stuff. That is a completely valid, opinion to have. And one of the reasons why we went to the public test room so early in the process, because, this infestation thing is not going into our next update. It's for sometime in the future. And a big part of why is because we wanted to get a bunch of feedback on it and see if we can improve it and make it the best version of itself before we go live with it. We didn't want to just blindside you with a brand new thing, then find out what you think about it, then get all of your feedback and realize we need to make a bunch of changes. We'd rather figure that out while we're still developing it. So, thanks for getting involved with this stuff, all of you who have, and it really helps us to make the best game we can when you all give us feedback. Hey, it's Jeffrey from the future. I'm about to wrap up this episode, but I wanted to get in one more answer to a question that came in. Kimsa Bimsa, who's been expressing some concerns about the infestation feature, is saying that their point is that they've already got so much to do in the game, mission-wise, that they're worried that having to manage infestations and hordes and things like that is going to be overwhelming, and it's going to sort of increase the amount of busy work they have to do in the game. And so I just wanted to sort of to explain that actually our plan is for infestations and hordes and things, and sieges in particular, to become more manageable. Because you actually have coherent things that you can do to stop them from happening, it should actually be easier to stay on top of infestations and sieges and things like that than it was before, not harder. That's the goal anyway. And so I just wanted to say that out loud. Because this whole thing with, infestations spawning hordes and then the hordes go and make new infestations, all of that is already in the game. It's already in the live game. It works that way behind the scenes. We just don't call attention to it. And so we're not actually changing a lot of that stuff. We're surfacing it more so you can see it happening. But really, the rate of spread of the infestations is going to be, on average, the same as it always has been. Only you're going to have more tools, more like clearer tools for managing it and dealing with it. And once you, kill off all the plague hearts, there are going to be a lot less of them showing up. And when you have killed some of the plague hearts, they're going to show up where the plague hearts are. And so the whole situation is going to be more manageable, but hopefully not more intense. The goal is not to make infestations be a bigger part of the game that takes over more of it and demands more of your time. The goal is to make the infestations a more understandable and manageable part of the game, so that at the same rate of them sort of showing up and spreading, you can do a better job of keeping them under control and not have to be bothered by them all the time. That's the goal. We'll see how it turns out. Obviously, again, randomness can bite you in the butt, but that's what we're trying to do. So hopefully I can edit this into the other video. I hope I succeeded. And so now we'll switch to what I was doing before. Okay, anyway, I really should wrap up this episode. So here is a subscribe button. Here is another State of Decay video. It might be the next one here with a lion's share, or it might just be me winning Daybreak solo. I don't know. It depends on when you watch this video.